Welcome back, collectors. First video of 2019. I have been MIA for a little while, as some of you may have noticed, and I am sorry for that. Just a lot going on and kind of a bit of a lull in the new stuff I've been getting, and have not been spending enough time where I need to, which is down here in the Hot Wheels room, my true passion. Today we are looking at Johnny Lightning vehicles. These are all newer vehicles for 2018. Perhaps you've seen them already in other people's review videos, but I'm quite excited to finally get them myself and open these all up for you on camera for a full diecast review. Most of these are 1980 Toyota Landcruisers. We've got a few other cool vehicles. But all these vehicles are going to get opened up after we take a quick little look at the packaging, which is pretty cool in itself. And I will admit it's quite hard to open these up. But I love seeing these vehicles loose, and I love sharing them with you guys so that you can decide if they might be something you want to add to your collection. Most of these are Mijo exclusive, and the way I get them is off eBay. Where else you could get them, I'm not sure, because I live in Canada, so we don't get stuff like this. I have to get it off the internet. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I've got a matching pair of golf vehicles. This could be considered the odd one out, the Dodge A100. We won't look at it for too long because this was featured in one of my previous videos in 2017. I think it was December, in a haul video. But I'm going to open it up at this point. I was on the fence at that time, but I really want to see this thing out of its package. Pretty cool. And lots of information about the Dodge A100 in the sidebar under the fueled facts. Really like that. So if you want to pause on that, you can read about it. But we're going to get that out of the package. Followed by this, as I said, 1980 Land Cruiser. And this one is under the off-road series of vehicles. There's a few of these vehicles that I have here, 3 in fact, and I think there's a few more to be found. And some more factoids there. If you want to pause there, you can read about that. I'm not going to take up too much time, but look at the detail on this truck. Absolutely gorgeous truck in real life. And I would say Johnny Lightning has done a tremendous job with this, so we're going to definitely look at more of its features as we open it up. There's the back. And also in the off-road series, this Toyota Racing Development vehicle in flat black with TRD written across it. Same vehicle basically. We will look at all the options and compare them. It's got a high lift jack on the back, jerry cans on the roof, spare tire, real rubber tire, and of course a bush bar with fog lights. Real rubber tires all the way around. The final vehicle in the small off-road series, and I'll explain that in a second, but is this one. Really nice. Really nice Tampo, Deco, whatever you want to call it. Pretty limited runs on these two. One of 4,800. It seems to be the general trend for the off-road series. Some information there. And most of the backs have basically the same information, but some of them have some interesting things to read. Now this one, as I was just saying, doesn't have the small off-road, but it's a large off-road title across it. I really like the use of that large off-road tire for the O. And this one is a variant of one of the vehicles released in the 6 vehicle set that didn't have all this off-road gear on it. And that was released rather recently. Again, same information on this one as on the one we just looked at. The final Toyota Land Cruiser is in this gloss black with some interesting decos. Not nearly as much off-road equipment attached to it, but still a severely off-road capable vehicle. Some more facts. And on the back, there it is. That was the stock version that I was referring to earlier when we were looking at the beige one that just previously, and also 5 vehicles in that set. A total of 6, of course. The final vehicle we will be opening up today is from the Greatest Generation World War II Allied Victory. This is an original Jeep, one of only 2,400. Exquisite details on it. It looks extremely promising. I can't wait to open this up for you guys. And what information do we have on this? A little bit there. Collect all 6 vehicles in this 2018 release of World War II. Here they are. This is the only one that I'm going to collect at this point. And so what's happening here is I've got 7 vehicles to show you. But what I'm going to plan on doing is to try and get out more videos in the next few weeks and months, preferably again back to the weekly video that I was hoping to do earlier in or later in 2017. I've kind of segregated the vehicles I got in my hauls at the end of the last year and early in this year. I'm going to do some short-ish videos instead of focusing on like 30 or 40 vehicles all at once and taking a half-hour video. Just going to go through a few at a time and get out more of these videos all at once. I hope that appeals to you, and if it doesn't, I do look forward to your comments and suggestions, of course, as always. So without further ado, let's get all these vehicles opened up and on the table. Now that all of these vehicles are out of the packaging, I am also surprised by the level of detail, as I usually am. Things that don't go noticed when these vehicles are still in their plastic blister packs. Number 1, check out these opening hoods on these 1980 Toyota Landcruisers. I will show you these vehicles without their hoods open as well, but some serious engine details, very nicely opening and closing hoods on all of them. And of course, just a ton of details, and wait till you check out this Jeep. Also an opening hood. And I may also add that these vehicles are all 100% metal die cast, other than some roof components, accessories, but body and chassis all die cast, and these things roll really well. Just take an example here. Like, for a vehicle of this scale, with this level of detail, Johnny Lightning has it figured out. There's no wobbles. There's nothing going on here as far as anything that would cause some sort of concern. Now, let's take a look at these vehicles a little bit closer. I'm going to start with the Jeep. I'm going to go in reverse order here. Check this thing out. It's absolutely insane. Beautifully done vehicle. And only 2,400 of these produced. All metal chassis, scale tires. You've got information on the bottom. You may need a magnifying glass to read it. The next one, in reverse order of course, will be this particular off-road vehicle without all the off-road accoutrements that you'll see on the others. No details spared. I mean, we've got turn signals, headlights, all of the trim package. Awesome wheels, and just an immensely awesome vehicle with huge collector value. It's got a shovel right on the rack, 3 jerry cans, a snorkel, full spare. And where is that truck? The racing version features the same level of detail as the one we just looked at, but they're all so widely different that it's hard not to collect them all, isn't it? And then we've got the TRD. This one has a spare tire on the roof versus on the back, whereas the other ones all seem to have the spare tire mounted on the rear tailgate. However, the TRD racing version has it on the roof, which is pretty cool. You can see where you would put the spare if you needed an extra one. Maybe you're going to take two. Quality built, heavy little vehicles. Really impressed with what Johnny Light has to offer. Superior tamper work, no smudges, nothing to complain about whatsoever. Tremendous details all the way around. I mean, look at the hook on that winch. Got chrome wrapped orange steel rims. And the level of detail and the pinstriping is just out of this world. Beautiful, beautiful Golf example. We'll put it side by side next to this A100 in just a moment. Again, tons of awesome detail. No windshield on this. It is a drag vehicle. You're going to want to keep the weight down. You've got a single seat. Steering wheel centered in the middle. Roll cage. Huge motor in the rear. Fuel tank. Batteries. Parachute. All die cast. Let's get these vehicles next to each other now. The paint colors are matched perfectly. And as we go along, just some amazing trucks. And then of course the Jeep. So that is this video for today. And I have another video coming out in 1 week from now. It will be on Thursday, next Thursday. And I will be looking at either some interesting Hot Wheels. I've got two sets of cars here. I've got the newish drag strip Demons, the full set. And also Circuit Legends. I mean, these aren't brand new. Either that, it could also be another video which I have planned here, which is barn finds and car dealership cars, used cars. All of these cars are going to be opened up on video. I've got a station wagon video here as well planned. Import versus muscle cars, some really cool cars here. And then an Auto World and Racing Champion assortment. I'm also awaiting some pretty special cars that should be shipped to me in the next week or two. Some vintage Hot Wheels and some other really cool stuff. Stick around, there's lots coming in the Hot Wheels room. I'm actually in a huge sortation process here to switch everything up, as you can see by the blankness on the walls. And I look forward to showing you guys and girls everything that's going on down here in the Hot Wheels room / museum. Lots of things to look at. Stay tuned and happy hunting.